The Christian Mission Fellowship International has been directly involved in providing quality education to children from low-income families since 1999, when the church opened a small kindergarten facility at the church premises in Newtown to cater for the educational needs in the neighborhood. The kindergarten has evolved into a primary school, growing from an initial school roll of 72 students in 1999 to 885 students today. In 2010, the school relocated to its new site in Tadirua East, serving all children of the Kinoya, Newtown, Raumbati, Walilebu and Greater Suva areas. The student roll was 650. The school's 23-room concrete building is valued at $4.2 million, a project which is fully funded by the church through its faithful members who raise funds through fundraising initiatives. The church's intention and aim is to provide quality education to the community, irrespective of race or religion, and give them a better quality of life. The school vision is achieving excellence through Christ-centered education, and the school motto is, "With Christ, all things are possible." The current school head, Mr. Neo Rithama, was posted to the school in 2014. It was also at this time that he saw the need for expansion, when a large number of students were turned away due to CMF Primary School's inability to accommodate them. Towards the end of the same year, a high-powered delegation from the Ministry of Education, led by the then Assistant Minister, Mr. Nath, visited to request for the establishment of a secondary school, reason being that there were not enough secondary schools in the Nasinu area to meet the demand. The management board was reluctant to give an immediate response due to various reasons. The church's initial plan was to build and open the secondary school in 2018 with the infrastructure in place before it could open its doors for the new school intake. Mr. Dhama suggested to the management board to respond positively to the request from the ministry to commence CMF College in 2015 with Year 9 intake at the start of Term 1 using the primary school premises. Hence, a 3x1 wooden building fully funded by the government was built in only 3 weeks, just in time for the start of the 2015 academic year. This was officially opened by the then Minister for Education, Dr. Mahendra Reddy. The college had 3 streams of Year 9, with the plan being to add classes progressively each year, along with new classrooms to be fully funded by government until 2018, when the college would move to its new site. However, the government did not keep to its commitment to provide funding for the additional 9 classrooms that the college needed. With Mr. Dhama's recommendations, the management board continued to visit Dr. Reddy for advice and assistance, even though he was adamant that the government would not give any further financial assistance. Nevertheless, he did give approval for the school to fundraise the entire year until the school was able to pay off a debt with Vinod Patel. An additional 9 classrooms were constructed in 2016 and 2017, totaling $600,000. The project was achieved through the head teacher's leadership as he worked with the college principal, the management board, and the Parents and Teachers Association. The final payment of $135,000 was paid by the PTA in only 3 months of rigorous fundraising to clear the debt to the glory of God. In October of 2017, the construction work on the college began, and in 2018, 350 students relocated to the new site. The vacated 12 modern-sized classrooms now belong to the CMF Primary School with a new ablution block. The primary school from 2018 has additional streams from Year 1 to Year 8. More students were enrolled, so the school requested for additional teachers to meet the demand. The primary school currently has a roll of 885 students in 25 streams and was also upgraded from medium to large school at the beginning of this year. This in itself is a milestone for the school. The head teacher was instrumental in the processes involved in the school development. The challenges strengthened the bond and trust between the management board and the PTA. The school was able to identify the potential in individuals within the PTA, the board and the teachers who are now being utilized in identifying school projects. The amicable working relationship with the PTA on the advice of the head teacher saw the PTA fund 4 projects which are now serving the school well. Firstly, the construction of the waiting shed and the relocation of the tap area, which are now both conveniently located. Secondly is the Learning Resource Center, a specially equipped room for students with learning challenges.
Greetings from the Learning Resource Center of CMF Primary School. My name is Tuilanda. I'm fortunate and tuned enough to be part of the Learning Resource Center for CMF to strategize reading programs for literacy in our school. We have in the Learning Resource Center children that are readers but are definitely slow in reading and comprehending, and this center is for us to make it work. We have our resources here, we have been programmed, and we are fortunate that we have been given this opportunity here. I'm thankful to the many 70s from last year, totaling up to 115 children. Up till this year, 2019, we have only about 40 children that are attending the Learning Resource Center. Yes, we still have hope and one more term to go. And we hope that by this time next year, our Learning Resource Center will put less and less children who need help in literacy.
Thirdly, the purchase and installation of a surveillance camera, and fourthly, the classroom intercom. The surveillance camera and the classroom intercom have greatly helped with the orderly running of the school and also facilitate quick communication from the head teacher's office to the teacher in the particular class without disturbing other classes.
Here 401, 402, I'm watching you from here. You're making that much noise, 401, 402 and 403.
The head teacher has been empowered by the strong support, commitment, trust and dedication from the 3 stakeholders: the school board, Parents and Teachers Association and his own staff through these experiences. These boys are from Kerema in the Gulf Province, Papua New Guinea. Their parents had watched a video clip of the CMF primary school in their village and decided to send their children to study in Fiji. In the beginning of Term 1 in 2017, Oscar and Sakayo were enrolled at the CMF primary school as 14-year-olds. They could hardly write and had no knowledge of the English language. The head teacher, after conducting the assessment process, which is the benchmark level test, recommended that they begin at Year 3. At the end of 2017, their class teacher approached the head teacher and recommended that Oscar and Sakayo be promoted to Year 6 in 2018. The school is happy to announce that they did exceptionally well in the Year 6 external examination and are now in Year 7.
My name is Sakai Dera. I'm from Papua New Guinea, Gulf Province of Papua New Guinea. I'm attending in CMF Primary School. I came to Fiji in 2017. When I was in PNC, I don't know how to read, I don't know how to spell. My father decided to send me to Fiji to do my study, and I came to Fiji and go to CMF Primary School. When head teacher of CMF Primary School tested me, I don't know how to read, and he sent me to Year 3, and he told my teacher to do a lot of reading to me, and I learned how to read a lot, and I can read well, and I passed my exam, and I get the prize and there, and they decided to send me to Year 6, and when the Year 6 and natural Year 6 exam came, I passed with good marks, and I went to Year 7. I'm now in Year 7. When I came to Year 3, I was 13 years old. Now I'm 15 years old in Year 7.
Similarly, the school enrolled John, an 11-year-old student from Myanmar who could not read or write in English. After the assessment process by the school head, John was placed in Year 3. As of now, John is able to read, speak and write well in English. The success story number 3 is quite unique in its nature, bringing out the hidden talents in our children and creating history in our school. On the 6th of May this year, the school created history when it launched its first ever gospel album by the group CMF Gospel Sensation. The singing talents of the three children of years 7 and 8 were discovered through extracurriculum programs organized on Fridays. These talents were nurtured and developed over time until the head teacher saw it right that they take a further step for the group to produce an album. Through this, they are being invited to tour the United Kingdom in November for 5 weeks. Currently, they're doing concerts around the nation to assist them in raising funds for this tour. There are many success stories that we would love to share, but we have picked only a few to enlighten and encourage us today. Now, I invite the group, the CMF Gospel Sensation, to sing you a number and hope you will be truly blessed. In closing, we sincerely hope that your 3-day meet as heads of schools will be fruitful, and may God bless us all.